I'm not playing with you. You always playing.
I'm not playing either.
I'm not even about to eat it.
How about you just take a half of one and put it on your tongue?
I really want one, but I don't need. No, give me.
No.
Let me get some.
No. We're not allowed to have candy on camera. Sorry. See, Heather, I told her. We're not allowed to have candy, Danae. No. Stop trying to do that to me. Man. We are not allowed to have candy.
Damn.
Yo.
I'm just saying.
Y'all out of pocket.
Woo. Woo, 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 woo. Whoa. Whoa. Testing 1, 2, 3. Hey.
Let me hear something.
Hey, let you hear something. You're not even allowed to talk yet. Like, where is your podcast etiquette? Like, what is going on here? Goodness gracious. Listen, man. Welcome to Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Happy Tuesday. We are the 4 Horsemen, baby. I'm Pretty Boy Day, and this is C Murder
in the building, y'all. What's going on with y'all?
Yes. Listen. We starting a little late, so we're going to get right to it.
Straight to the point.
Right to it.
Let's go.
With the quote of the day.
What's the quote?
Actually, no. Before the quote of the day, I would like to introduce a young lady, and we're doing it a little backwards simply because that way she can be involved in everything that we're doing up until it's time for us to talk, debate, discuss, all of the above. I just want to make that clear so there are no surprises. Talk, debate, interview. Woo. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, so her name is...
What's her name?
Danae. Just for the record, I would like to say when she start her name off, it's spelled D-A-N-A. But anyway, we'll talk about that later. Danae Sabur.
Are you putting out my government?
It's actually pronounced Sabur. If you want to be 100% correct, it's pronounced Sabur.
Why are you putting
new lenses with your friends?
And I'm sorry, you just getting into. You still can't talk yet, cuz. Chill. What's wrong with it? She has absolutely no podcast etiquette.
I don't know.
No podcast etiquette.
I don't know.
And she has a very interesting view on a lot of things. And I have some questions for her concerning her, and we're going to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But first, before we get into all of that, let's welcome Miss Danae Sabur.
Yes.
That is how you pronounce your name. Sabur. Not Sabur. Sabur. Oh, I'm sorry. What would you like to be called? Okay, I got it. Princess Heart.
Princess
Oh.
Heart.
Thank you.
Isn't that sweet?
All right. So we're going to do the quote of the day by Saida Dreams.
Saida.
Yeah, right? Saida.
Ah, oui, c'est la vie.
Okay. All right. So life is about moments. Don't wait for them. Create them.
I like that.
As do I. I haven't heard
That's
one
powerful.
that I didn't like yet. There may be one or two that I didn't agree with, but I still liked it. It was very poetic. I say she's a cheater because she's a poet. So everything she says is going to be profound, even if it's really not. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, it may not be profound. It may be corny as crap,
right.
Untrue, a lie, whatever. But because she say it so well, she could be cursing you out. But if she said it the way she said it, you're going to be like, oh, that was so decent. She just cursed your mom out in poetry. And you're like, oh, that was fly. That's awesome.
Fly.
Groovy.
All right, man. How do you feel about that, Miss Sabur?
I like it. It kind of speaks to you in like such a short way, like short and simple, but to get right to the point. Like it's stop. We only,
Can
YOLO.
you speak into the mic? Don't.
Sorry. It's like the YOLO thing. You only live once, so it's just like don't wait for whatever it is that you want. You know, you gotta go for it yourself.
Go get it. Yes, sir. Murder.
Man, basically, be a go-getter. Don't procrastinate. You know what I'm saying? Her left.
My left or her left?
To the left.
All right, to your left. Move to your left a little bit.
Now slide.
Left is this.
Oh, your mic.
Wow.
Okay, your left, not your left is
This
that
is
way.
my
Good,
left.
but not you. Just your mic. You come back.
Okay.
So your mic, move to the left. There you go.
Like right here.
All right.
Can't hear me, though.
Okay, thank you.
Don't
Other way.
procrastinate.
The other way. The other way. That would be right.
This way.
All right, there you go.
Boom.
How's that? Keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Right here.
Perfect. Right there.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So we on to our platforms.
Oh, you didn't give your insight on that.
I didn't give my insight.
on the quote.
Listen, I don't give my insight because we'll be here all day if I talk about it.
Oh, straight to the point.
Straight to the point.
No long story.
Listen, I believe 100% in this. You're waiting for something to happen. For what?
Mm-hmm.
Go do it. Go get it. Like Nike. Just do it. What are we waiting for?
There you go.
And I'm just, hold on. Let's be clear, though. That's new to me. Because I would be waiting for 10 years like, oh, I was waiting for 10 years. So, I did. That's why I didn't do it. I'm just saying. But the new me, the new and improved me, I'm not waiting. I got two people working on one thing because I don't want to wait for either one of them. So I got two people working on it, trying to hurry up and get it done.
Like
You see what I'm saying? So I'm not waiting either. Everybody don't even know the moves that I'm making because I don't want to talk about it and something happen and then it don't happen. Now I'm looking like, I thought you said.
Right.
Guess what? I didn't say, so now nobody know. But then when I pop, as you say, when I pop out, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to pop out like, you know what I'm saying?
There you go.
You know what I mean? Don't be all on
Y'all
my...
want to be young so bad.
No,
Like,
I don't. Y'all niggas crazy. We going to talk about that too. All right, Murder, give us our platforms, baby.
All right, all platforms: Facebook, Philly4Horsemen Podcast,
Philly4.
Instagram, at
Instagram.
Philly4, TikTok at Philly4.
TikTok, we got to do a TikTok. All right, I hope y'all recorded that.
No.
That's our TikTok right there. So managers, get that clip,
that's
put it on
TikTok,
TikTok.
there you go.
Hold on, let's do it one more time in case they missed it. Ready? Go. TikTok. Oh, you ready? Oh, hold on, I don't want to mess my waves up. Oh, first one, PSA. PSA, public service announcement.
What's up?
Do not look directly at my head.
But
I don't want you to.
You might get seasick.
I don't want you to get seasick.
I think I'm starting to feel it a little
Really?
bit.
Oh, man, can we get a Pepto?
We got our first one.
All right, y'all. Let's get them platforms. Let's finish them
All right.
platforms, baby.
Also, YouTube, Philly4Horsemen Podcast. Also, hit us on the email, podcast4horsemen@gmail.com. Not the number 4, but the letter, but the word 4. Not the letter, but the word 4.
All righty.
Oh, and make sure you hit us up, too. 267-886-0629.
That's 267-886-0629. If you want to call in and speak to Miss Danae Suber, Princess Hearts. Call in at 267-886-0629.
Tony Brown, Power 99 FM.
Okay, Nay. So you're our co-host today. So that means
What that mean?
me and Murder's going to leave. And the show is on
You gonna run the
We'll
whole
be right
show.
back.
We out.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. No, wait. What y'all? What? I mean,
We back.
I'm like,
We was just joking. What we talking about?
I'm like, I mean,
Testing 1 2.
We
Testing
back,
1
y'all.
2.
We
My
back.
mic is out. It's back. Testing 1 2. Testing
y'all
1
out
2.
of pocket. Y'all play too much.
It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. All right. So before we actually get started with the show, we have a fallen brother, and the 4 Horsemen would like to. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna read it.
Yeah.
Philly4Horsemen expresses our sincere condolences to the family of Joshua. He's our brother. He's a friend. We're definitely going to miss him. He had a horrible accident. And listen, anything that we can do, please reach out to Philly4Horsemen Management. And we would like to give a moment of silence
To our good brother.
to our good brother. All right. Rest well, King. We will miss you.
Yes, sir.
Definitely. Oh man.
Man, what's
So before we do I would like to say to all of our friends, all of our check in with that brother, check in with that sister, check in with your mother, check in with your father, check in. Let them know that you're okay. Let them know that you love them. Testing 1 2. Let them know that you love them. Let them know anything. Like tomorrow is not promised to nobody. Anything can happen. We never know what God's plans are. We know that it is a plan, but we never know what it is. The lesson can be for us. The lesson can be for somebody else. And we never know what's going to happen from moment to moment. Forget day by day, from moment to moment. Check in. Let your loved ones know that you're okay. Check in with your loved ones and make sure they're okay. You love them. Tell them that I love you. Like Danae, I love you very much.
I love you more.
Murder, I love you, murder. You know what I'm saying?
Love your boy.
Let your brothers know that you love them. Can y'all still hear me?
No, I can't hear it.
You can't hear me?
I can still hear y'all.
You can still hear me? Okay. That's all I have to say about that. Check in.
Yeah, check in, y'all.
Murder. There we go. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. All right.
What's happening around the world?
What's happening around the world?
Police. Philadelphia police found 4-year-old missing girl in the Northeast, and I'm gonna read some.
Is she alive?
She's still missing right now.
You said she
Who
found.
missing?
I don't know.
Oh.
Oh, all right. Let me read this real quick because I want to get it. Officers said they found the child. Child was found just before midnight in the backseat of a Volkswagen near, what is that? What's the name of this street? Pardon me, y'all. Loretto Avenue and Knox Street. She has since been taken to an area hospital, according to officers. There is no word yet on her condition. Police initially responded to the child's home in the 7700 block of Reverse Street around 8 o'clock Sunday for a report of an abduction. The girl's father said he last saw the child at about 2:30 p.m. inside a black 2018 Volkswagen. Police said the girl's father was taken to the Northeast detective for questioning on the incident. There is no word yet on how he may be involved. So, what's your thought on that?
I mean, as always, it's crazy. The times that we're living in, so she is alive.
Yeah.
At the hospital.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. Yeah. It didn't end tragically. She's alive. Hopefully, she's healthy. All prayers up to the family, and I don't even know if I should say congratulations. I don't even know what to say to that. I'm just happy that she's not dead, that she is alive.
Yeah, definitely. That's crazy.
What else we got?
Had no words on that. All right, let's get to What's your thoughts on that? We exclude her out. We can exclude her out.
I mean, really what you said, like she's still here, so that's a blessing.
That's a plus.
Yeah, definitely.
So before we as we was coming in today, one of the engineers brought to my attention that they're trying to bring the stop and frisk back.
That's what I heard.
Did you heard about that? How stop and frisk? Are you too young to remember the first stop and frisk? So stop and frisk mean that a cop could be driving down the block, and we for the sake of argument, for the sake to be politically correct, we're going to say that they're not racial profiling. But a cop can look at you and say, you know what? I want to pull her over, or let me get out. She's standing in the corner, minding her business. Well, no. We're going to use the engineer. He's walking home from work. Nice guy, good guy. He got his book bag on. He gets stopped, and without no reasonable cause, they can search you. Without no reasonable cause, they can pull you over. I mean, they can stop you, ask you your names, ask for ID, check your pockets, your bags, all that.
Violation.
With no, it's not. If stop and frisk come back, it won't be a violation. It's legal.
You want to know why they're doing that? Because of these young boys with the masks on.
If y'all stop acting
like,
dumb,
come on. Like, seriously.
there you go. Thank you. Thank you.
That's the reason why they doing this.
Listen, I didn't want to be the first person to say it.
No, say it, bro. Say
But
it.
if y'all dumbass kids stop acting so fucking stupid, we wouldn't have. Oh, snap. The apostle outside.
Sorry about that.
Sorry, apostle.
But you can see we will.
If y'all stop acting so stupid, those are things we wouldn't have to worry about.
Right.
Because our engineer is a very good guy. But because of all the stupidity that's going on, they feel as though this will make things safer. If you have fear that at any moment a cop can just racially profile you and pull you over, stop you, it's more likely for you not to be carrying a gun or a knife or doing something you're not supposed to be doing because you have an extra fear now. The extra fear is for no reason, he can just stop you and check you.
I feel like that's right too, but in today's society, that could go wrong because the cops is just as bad as the citizens, if I should say.
So when you
It's some
stop
bad
acting
cops
stupid,
that are a-holes, actually. So now they're just going to be messing with people.
And it's going to give them the green light to do whatever now.
Do whatever. They was doing whatever they wanted
now they
without
really
the law.
don't do whatever.
And now they're really just going to, because right now they just like the police academy or whatever was just hiring anybody. You don't got no background or nothing like that. You could just be a police officer, go into training.
So all nerds,
That's
I already
crazy.
know y'all in there trying to be all cops and be like, yeah, I'm a cop now. Yeah, you was picking with me back then. Yeah,
For
officer,
real, like-
Officer Bob was you called.
I don't mean to play angel's advocate, but I'm not saying that I would like to get pulled over, but if I did, I'm going to cooperate and do everything that the officer tell me because guess what? I don't have nothing to hide.
But what if you got one of them officers? You always
That's
got one.
bored and that's mad. Yeah. And then now.
And then I'm going to grab one of the, after he leaves and he smacks me up a little bit, I'm going to grab one of these young boys and I'm going to do everything to him that the cop did to me because it's your fault. Yep. I'm just telling you what's going to happen. You asked the question.
Yeah.
That is what's going to
Yeah.
happen. I don't care who you are. I'm going to give you everything that I got from this cop because it's your fault. Because did you see the video of the young boys jumping on people's cars and,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and like
That
stupidity?
start at home.
Stepping
like,
in traffic.
Where the parents at?
Speaking of home, I feel as though the 4 Horsemen, one of the things that we aim to do, one of our managers feel as though it was a little lost, but we're here. Educate and entertain. So now that we have one of these young bucks up in this joint,
Right.
let's try to educate her just a little bit. So I don't even know where to start.
Yeah, what you think
Relationship,
you're gonna tell me that I
love,
don't already know?
loyalty. Like, I don't know. We're going to find out because somewhere somebody dropped the ball and things are a little twisted right now. So, Hope, I got another PSA. So I was watching the fight, and I am not admitting that I am wrong. I am simply stating that I'm changing my views just a little bit. And I would like to give a shout out to Big Lil. What's up, Big Lil? What's going on, baby? What's going on? So it's thanks to her that I had this revelation. So because of today's society, things have changed drastically. I am not going to say that the woman should be home. If you would like to be a boss mom, God damn it, be a boss mom. I am simply stating now that somebody be in the house with the kids. Okay? If it gotta be daddy, it gotta be daddy.
Whoever the breadwinner is should be.
So I'm saying, somebody, because before I was saying, boss moms, alpha moms, whatever y'all want to call yourself at the time, should be in the house raising the kids. Because that's how it was when I was growing up. Yeah. But because today's society, you could be a boss mom and you could be making more than a husband. Right. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, boss mom, I salute you. Salute. Go out there and make that bread. Yes, do sir. You. But somebody, be it dad, be it mom,
gotta be home with them kids, man.
Gotta be home with them kids. Because it's a day everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's Friday. You ain't gotta go to work. We gonna get high today. You know what I'm saying? He out there. He's in every hood. And if you ain't home, mom and dad is at work and your child is not mentally strengthened, strong, and able to resist that peer pressure, which is around every corner, somebody has to be home to reinforce that. Somebody has to be home to build your kids up. Be it dad or be it boss mom, somebody has to do that. So I took my hat to all the boss moms. I salute all the boss moms. And I recant my previous views. Thanks to Big Lil. Shout out to Big Lil. All right. Now, first of all, I am not saying that I was wrong. I am not saying that I was wrong.
That's the first step.
I am a Scorpio. 99.99% of the time, I'm right. Right? You ready? I was wrong one time. And that was the time that I thought I was wrong and I was really right.
But
I'm saying.
What?
No, really, that 1% I was wrong, but I was really right. So I thought I was wrong, but I was actually right. So me being wrong was right. Make sense?
Right, no.
We'll talk about that later.
You got short people syndrome.
Yeah, I do. And I don't care. I can fight. What are you talking about? All right. So what is the first thing you would like to talk about, Miss Danae?
Oh, no. What y'all got for me? I'm ready for everything.
Relationships. Yes.
Oh, what?
Well, I don't want to interrupt you if you were speaking. A lot of people say I'm mean. Sometimes they tell me to take several seats. So I don't want to interrupt you. So
no, go ahead. You're going to forget what you're going to say.
I'm
going to remember. What's the question?
So how would you suggest that the women, the youth of today generation, pick a good man with all the young guys and all the games that they play right now?
If I'm being honest,
yes.
I think
no. Lie to us first, then be honest.
No, I'm being honest.
No, I want the lie first.
The lie?
You said if you being honest.
Okay, the lie is I got it all figured out, and everything I'm about to say is 100% correct. And yeah, that's the lie.
Okay, all right. Give me the truth.
The truth is today is so scary when it comes to dating and being in relationships. Like it's nothing like how it used to be back in the day. So it's just like it all. You gotta first self-reflect.
Self-reflection. Stop. What is that?
You gotta take a mirror and look and see who you are and what you want. Take some time to yourself. Like if you just got out of a relationship or whatever, just take some time. No dating, no men, no woman, whatever it is. Just take some time to get to know you, your likes, your dislikes, your deal breakers. Love yourself first. And honestly, once you know self-worth, that will help you be able to pick the right person for you too, because you ain't dealing with nothing that you don't deserve to deal with.
Right.
So definitely that's the first step, is yourself, self-reflect. And it's just like, I don't know, I have a little list that I pay attention to. Everything starts off as sexual attraction. When you look at somebody, you look and be like, oh, I'm attracted to that person. It's not until the first conversation where you see, okay, I like this person, or I can like this person. Like, can you hold a conversation? What's your life views? What's your relationship views? I do think you need to be with somebody that has the same values as you. If you know that you don't want kids, why would you be with somebody that wants 3 kids? It's not what just be with somebody where y'all can become one and, just alleviate a lot of problems later down the line. Just be honest with yourself. Pay attention to all the red flags, A couple of things that mean something to me, what I pay attention to, is definitely good conversations first. The stuff you say out your mouth is just like, it means something. Because if you just talk and BS is really BS, and I just get turned off anyway. The relationship. So I'm just going to speak on a man and a woman, because that's the normal. So I'm just going to say, with a man, a relationship that you have with your mom is important. How you treat the woman around you is important. And I'm not saying it's always the man's fault if they don't have a good relationship with their mom, because it could be the parent. But if your mom around and it's like you talking to her crazy, or that means something. Because if you can't treat the woman right that raised you and made you the man that you are, you ain't going to treat me good either.
Hold on for 1 second. Sorry to interrupt. I apologize, but I just want to read a couple of comments.
Oh, we got comments.
India Tillman says, hey.
What's up?
What up, India? What's going on, baby?
What's up with you?
The Life of D says, OMGGG. So how am I supposed to say that? Oh my god.
Oh my God.
No. That doesn't say oh my God.
That's what it means.
That says
oh my God.
OMG.
No,
I'm just saying.
That's what it means.
Kia Rose says, see murder.
Yeah.
Heart emoji, heart
What's up?
emoji, heart emoji, heart emoji.
Yes.
India Tillman says, OMG. I'm just saying.
Again?
Brown Love, what's up, Brown Love? What's going on,
what's
baby?
going on?
She don't know what to do. Oh, that's when we left you.
Like,
Key Rose says, much love and light, Josh. God cover his family.
Yes, definitely.
Brown Love says, oh, Josh, rest in peace. IYBO, what's up, baby? He said, what's good, Horseman?
What's going on, bro?
India Tillman says, she's screaming back in the day like she was born back in the day.
I know what the relationships is like back in the day, and it ain't nothing like it is today.
D Moore says, talk about dating a narcissist. First of all, like my apostle said on last week's show, the week before last, you are probably not qualified to even use that word. Let's be clear. I'm just saying. India Tillman says, heavy on love, yourself first. That's what's up. Kid Rose says,
self-love.
Yes, self-reflect and self-love. Baby girl on the right track. Let's get it, baby.
Let's go.
The Life of D says, why he glitching? I don't know what that means. Is that some young talk that I don't know? Is that young talk I don't know about? Why he glitching? Hey,
why
help
he
me out with
geeking?
it.
What is that? Geeking?
No, not geeking. It says glitching.
Oh, that's a
what it
new
say.
word?
That's not. I don't
Is that
know.
new?
That ain't. I ain't never heard of that term unless she.
I know
talking
geeking
about.
back in the day.
I mean,
You geeking. You geeking.
oh,
did you
D Moore said she have a degree in psychology, graduated the top of my class. I'm definitely qualified. Okay, what exactly is the meaning of narcissist? I know the meaning, but we're going to give you a test since you hollered that you qualified and you top of your class. And being top of the class
What
is
that
called
mean?
what? because there's a name for it. So I'm surprised you didn't use it.
We doing definitions.
Yeah, we need a definition. But back to you. And you are by all means welcome to call in if you have any questions or anything you would like to say. The number is 267-886-0629. So like if you coming on late, I would like to educate right now. So we're listening to the young lady views on dating and relationships right now. And she sounds like she kind of got it. So we might not have too much work to do on this right here. Yeah. But you are also educating other youth that's your age that may get to see this and may get to watch this. And it'll be different coming from someone their age opposed to coming from an old man like me. Or like him. I'm not an old man.
D Moore just responded to you.
Oh, D Moore responded. What she say?
That's for you.
I mean, you touched the surface with that.
What she said?
A mental health condition in which people have an unreasonably high sense of their own importance.
They too busy in today's stuff.
I think she just called me a narcissist. I'm just saying, because I really believe she just called me that. Hold on, let me read this again to myself. Let me see.
What did you start, man?
I think I'm kind of important. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think I am kind of important. I think it goes a little deeper than that, but we'll talk about that later. Matter of fact, we will talk about that later. All right, so back to you, miss. Mm-hmm. So we're talking about red flags. Mm-hmm. We're talking about, so what advice would you give the young people that's listening right now to say, hey, if you want to be in a healthy relationship, what is it that you would look for?
Good communication skills. And I used to get upset when I would always like, when I would see married couples, I'd be like, oh my God, how long have you been married? And the first question I would ask is, like, what was the key? And I would ask what advice would they give to me for a long-lasting relationship. And I wouldn't understand how they would say communication. Like, you know, I'd be like, well, isn't it comprehension? Because, you know, we could communicate all day, but if you're not comprehending what I'm saying, does it really matter? But you got to get somebody that can communicate. Get somebody that's emotionally open or that is open to working on being emotionally open. Get somebody that's willing to learn. Somebody that, it's okay to have somebody that don't have it all together, that's been through some stuff or, you know, might not, I'm not even going to say know how to treat a woman, but know how to treat, that's willing to learn how to treat you. I say that because in today's time, our generation is so stuck up on, I'm not teaching nobody how to love me. I'm not teaching no grown man how to be a man, or I'm not teaching no grown woman how to be a woman. I don't think that you're teaching them how to be a man or a woman, but you got to teach them what works for you. Because when I start dating somebody, the same thing that worked for Susan not going to work for me. She could have been hard and, you know, whatever it is that she needed is not going to be the same thing I need to be happy. So, you know, it's okay to, you got to get somebody that's willing to be better for you. If they love you or if they like you or y'all are working on building something, then they need to be willing to be the person that you want them to be. And it got to be vice versa too. You know, a lot of the ladies get stuck on more themselves too. And they don't realize that men kind of want the same thing we want, but just in a man form. A man wants love and affection and to feel appreciated. And, you know, you got to be willing to accommodate to the things that he need as well. You know, try to get insight on the stuff that somebody's been through so you can love them properly. The list really goes on. I can go all day. You know, that's just a couple of the key points that I feel like you should pay attention to. And one more thing, communication in the beginning is important. Within the first week, first date, first text conversation, phone conversation, I'm laying down boundaries, what my requirements are. I'm asking the deepest question. Don't be scared to get deep. You need to know what you're getting yourself into. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, so it's a lot of very important keys missing in everything that you said. And I fought myself for some of it because this is stuff that I'm just saying to myself that this is important. So I'm going to put it out there. And I've actually said this before. So I do love God. Whatever your higher power is, is what it is. So when I say what I say, I'm not disrespecting it. I'm not putting it down. I'm simply speaking of me. Lately, I've learned that first thing, why are you dating? Are you dating with the expectation of finding out, is this somebody that I'm going to marry? Then do things correctly. The Bible has a whole blueprint of how things should be done. Everybody has a role. And if you have God in your life, things will be much easier. I'm learning that now. So I'm not going to be a hypocrite and say this is something that I've always done. This is how I always felt. But looking at other relationships and how easy it is and how things can be fixed in that, I think that now at your age, if I put that out there now, is that something that, you can find out and you can do and you can put in place? Because if you have a man of God, then he's going to do what he's supposed to do to take care of you. The first man had a job. So the man that you have should have a job. Mm-hmm. And this was a perfect man. God gave him a job. He said, what did he say? After God created all of them, he said, he said, how did he put it? Name all the fowls of the air, name the animals on the earth, name the creatures under the sea. That was his job. So why should you have a man home sitting playing PlayStation 5 while you at work, being a boss mom? So make sure you look at those qualities and make sure you have a man. And it could be Islam. It could be that's your preference. My preference is Jesus. That's me. That's my preference. But your preference may be Allah. And another thing I learned, it's called being evenly yoked. You don't want to be, you're Christian and he's Muslim, or how can y'all have a household and the man being the leader of his temple and you're doing one thing, you're doing another thing. You have to be evenly yoked. And this is just my opinion. This is something that I think will help households be better, just having God, putting God first in your relationship. And I'm not going to turn this into church or nothing like that. So I'm going to stop there. And I'm going to ask you another question. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about loyalty in a relationship?
Yeah. What's your definition of loyalty?
I feel like loyalty is a little bit more important than love to me in a relationship. You can love anybody. You can love a dog, you can love a cat, you can love the person next street, across the street. Like love is, but loyalty, it runs deeper than that. Like loyalty is like a foundation a little bit. And sadly, I don't know if this generation know the definition of loyalty, but I grew up on loyalty just within the household. I'm big on loyalty and relationships, so loyalty is like number one for me. Like if I had to bracket, it would be loyalty, then love. So,
right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to read a couple of comments. D. Moore said, it's okay to listen. That's the proper definition that I diagnose my patients with all the time. It's okay to listen and allow someone to teach you things. Yes, ma'am. Kia Rose said, woo, that emotional open hit me deep. I want her to write a book. Ooh.
There you go.
You heard it first. 4 Horsemen. Hey, Summer. Write a book.
What?
All right.
I'm like, okay.
The Life of D said she needs to be on TV.
There you go.
Let's get it. You're hearing it young.
What is going
I'm just
on
saying.
here? Stop, y'all.
She should have her own podcast. Yup.
The Life of D said a book, even better. I would never put it down. NGL. What the heck is
Not
NGL?
Not gonna lie.
Not gonna lie. Goddamn. Thank you so much for my. All right. And IYBO Star. What's up, baby? He said critical thinking skills is a must in a situation as well as being transparent.
Mm-hmm.
Transparent.
Oh my God. Yeah.
What's that?
Being transparent and honest about what it is that you want. It goes back to the question on why are you dating? That's what I mean when I say get deep from the beginning. And it's like either they like it or they don't, but like be transparent and honest about what it is that you're looking for. Because if y'all both are transparent, honest with each other, like you could be looking to be married. Like, hey, like me personally, I'm not a serial dater. I'm not the dater that date five, and they say that you should always keep your options open. But I do have a tendency when I like somebody, I kind of shut down with everybody else because my focus just not there. Somebody else texts my phone, and it's not the person I want it to be. It just be like, all right. But definitely be transparent, honest on what you want because it really alleviates wasting your time. Right. But dating isn't a waste of time either. If you just date someone and y'all are honest about what you want, that's not a waste of time because a lot of the time right now we got like habits of falling for the honeymoon phase and jumping into a relationship. Y'all love each other in 3 days. All of that.
Give up all the codes in 3 days. You got my phone. Yeah. You got my Instagram code.
You got the pin.
You got my Facebook code.
Yeah, all that. Keys to the car.
All that.
No, really get to know the person. Go out with them. Go outside. See how they interact with other people. See how they treat the waiter. Like it's just all little small stuff. See when you're walking, is he on the right side of the street? Do he open doors? Just make sure, and then y'all gotta talk. Like you gotta see. It's really important to see what the man is looking for. So and hopefully he's honest. Right. If y'all be honest and just give it to us raw and uncut.
No, we're gonna lie. You want it raw and uncut? Are you
raw
serious?
and yes.
Yeah,
listen,
I just want with you. Yes, and I'm trying to get your girlfriend right now.
Yes,
and I'm gonna. She's going for it right now, so I'm gonna have her and you. I want both of y'all.
And
so
it's
you
either
can
I'm gonna accept or I'm not. Now I'm not, but it's somebody that will because why?
I would hope it's nobody that will. So that was all just a joke.
It's people out here. It's girls out here that will. It's some girls that really don't care about a relationship and they got a man. They got a mind like a man. I don't really agree with that. Or they act like a man. So I feel like I can think like a man because it's important. It's like a barrier that we got to keep up to make sure that we not being naive or dumb. So I definitely can say that I can think like a man, but I don't act like a man. This generation be wanting women that act like men. Like you got to be hard body and mean and stuck up and we can't do everything a guy. I don't want.
Hold up. Hold up.
Ladies, I'm sorry. We cannot do everything a man do.
Yeah.
Can I finish singing?
And that's fact.
No, let's be real though. Y'all can't do everything we do either. This new generation, it's a lot of men that act like females and it's trash. It's annoying. But women, y'all can't be trying to be a man. You're not a man. He has a penis.
Say that again? I didn't hear what you said. Women can't what?
It's a lot of time right now. These men act more like females.
No, not
than
that part.
We do.
Not that part. You said a woman can't.
Oh my God!
I didn't hear what you said.
You said what I said. A woman, we can't do what men do. They have a penis. We have a vagina. If they want to go have sex with 3 people and one day, is it dirty? Yeah, but guess what? They're men, so they're going to do it anyway. You think we could go have sex with 3 guys and it's going to be okay the same way? No. But men like y'all too, though. Y'all be doing little girl tendencies too. That's annoying. Y'all man, so be a man. Y'all be trying to be mad at us because we mad at y'all. So now y'all mad at us because we mad and now y'all blocking us. Like, what type of female stuff is that?
I agree with you. There's men that do that.
It's guys.
Yes, it's annoying.
Like
I'm only saying that because I'm blocking you first before you block me.
A female.
You block.
Female.
Female. Facebook, Instagram, telephone. Oh, I got an iPhone now.
Look,
I can block you.
Female. Oh my God. And then can we get into the men that want to be chased? Like, that's.
What you mean? Hold up. We got some comments.
Child.
Hold up. The Life of D said, girl, yes, sassy ASF. India said, yes, this generation of men is so sassy now.
Trash, sassy.
Whoa, y'all coming at us like
because y'all kind of want to. It be like y'all be the new females for real.
First of all, I am so sorry to bring back an old show. Why are the men sassy right now?
Why?
Because there's nobody home to teach them. Dad's at work. The moms are at work. Who's teaching them?
I mean, and I'm not gonna say that's wrong. They don't have nobody. They might not have nobody, but it's certain. You know you could teach yourself how to be a man a little bit.
How you gonna teach yourself how to be something you've never been?
All right, don't be trying to come at me like that.
I'm just asking yourself. Like, I've never been a girl. I can't teach
feel like
you how to be a woman.
Certain stuff is common sense, though. Certain stuff is definitely common sense.
Like
how to be a man.
Okay, so let's be clear about common sense.
Okay.
Sense is only common from which you came. Mm-hmm. So if I'm from North Philly, what's common for North Philly may not be common sense for West Philly. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying how you was raised may not be common sense for me.
So is it okay for a man to accept a woman that doesn't know how to be a woman because she didn't get taught? So she's not acting like a woman, so he's going to treat her how she act instead of accepting the fact that she wasn't taught how to be a woman?
If he's willing to live with that and he's willing to love her in spite of, then that's him. I personally wouldn't do it, but it is okay. I mean, if she's damaged goods, first of all, the apostle taught me that 99.99% of the men out here now are broken anyway. So when you get into a relationship, he's a broken man anyway. I'm broken. There's a lot of stuff about me that needs to be fixed. A lot of stuff
I'm learning
needs to be fixed.
I'll be having conversations.
As a matter of fact, I've never even seen you in a relationship that wasn't somebody you had to fix. You ain't tired yet?
I have to say, I think I am. Like, I feel like I'm so loving and nurturing because I had both of my parents. I be feeling like it be God sometimes. Everybody that comes into your life comes into your life for a reason. And every time somebody leaves, I see what I projected onto their life and changed about them. But I've never noticed anything that they projected onto my life other than how to make me patient, because my last name means patience. So I feel like I had it already. But like,
Sabr.
Shut up. I have to say it is a little bit tiresome. Like,
oh, you know why I'm looking at you too, nigga.
I know,
Kiro said, murder, death will get mad when I'm mad.
female, you should work on that.
The Life of D said, turn their location off. I ain't even giving up my location. I'm just saying.
Ain't no location.
The Life of D said, girly, yes, sassy. The Life of D said, wow. Okay. The Life of D also gave the laughing emojis.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of men don't tap in to the stuff that they've been through. I really feel like everybody needs therapy, a therapist, talk to somebody. But, you know, our people think that you're, I guess, crazy or less than. But a lot of men, like I listen to men talk, and a lot of men they be feeling like, or they put the weight of the world on their shoulders. They feel like they got to take care of this person and this person and this person, especially the man that didn't have the dad in their life. So they had to be the man of the household. So they didn't really get a chance to have a childhood. And, you know, they might got younger siblings, and their moms might have been in relationships and they might have seen them getting hurt. Or a lot of men be going through so much in here and it never gets resolved. They never talk about it. And then they bottle up all their emotions. I'm like, it is what it is. I'm a man. I got to figure it out. This and the third. Like,
comment. Brown Love said, you can't always pour into others' cup and then yours be dry. Very powerful, very powerful. Okay, Brown Love, I like that. Only one. Go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead. I was just saying, only one key. Sometimes we have to find ourselves as a woman, or we can grow together.
I am to the point to where, because I'm getting older, I'm not young. All the people that I was with, I haven't been in a relationship in 4 years. I have dated, and it's always been the same. I can say that I am to the point where I am ready to pour into somebody that can pour into me too. Not materialistic, not money, but I want to learn.
Woo! Go ahead, girl. Okay, my man Green. Go ahead. I can't wait to read his comment. Go ahead.
No, what do you say?
He said, would you appreciate him the same if he didn't bottle it up and push through, though, without calling him weak?
And that's where the woman, I take accountability. And not saying that I do it, but women play a big part in why men are so hard and
Yes, take
don't
accountability,
feel
young girl.
comfortable to open up, because not only did they hear it from the mom, you're a boy, why you crying? Why you acting like that? Da-da-da. Now, females grew up on hearing that too. So now they project that onto the man. And now the man feels like he can't express himself without you feeling like he's going to be weak or less than. And that's where you're supposed to get with a woman that can respect you as a man. And your woman is supposed to be your safe haven. You're supposed to be able to come to her and talk to her. Cry. I'm not saying I cry every damn day now, but you should be able to come and confide in her and to talk to her and she be there as that safe barrier.
I've never seen that before. Listen, not to interrupt you, but I have to clarify. Because of the comment, I assumed that he was on our side, but he is not a he. He is a she. So I am apologizing. Miss Green says, I'm a girl.
Laugh out loud.
Hey, Kia Rose said, preach on, baby girl. India said, for real, cousin. For real, cousin.
Yes. Y'all, I'm telling
y'all. She said, laughing my butt off, not him calling you a boy. I apologize, Miss Green. I apologize. I read the comment and got so excited. I thought it was a man on our side, but that's even more powerful coming from a woman. Brown Love said, I tell my husband and sons, it's okay to cry. It's okay to be overwhelmed. It's okay to ask for help.
Your body part doesn't make you less human. Because you are a man does not mean that you are not allowed to fall weak sometimes. And it's all about what you do about it. It's okay to cry, be upset, and hurt. But are you going to complain and not fix it? I don't like a man or anybody that complain, but you're not doing nothing to fix it. All right, babe, what's up? Like, this was going on. Come here. Oh, I love you. What we going to do to fix it? What's next?
Dot on here. What's up? Dot, never tell me what's going on, baby. Just want to give a shout out to you.
Definitely. You don't want no guy to complain.
So let me ask
don't
you this.
complain without being ready to, willing to fix the problem.
So it's okay to cry and all this stuff.
Yes.
So I am a very, and I'm putting this out there. Don't take it as a weakness. I'm just saying, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Please don't get it fucked up. But I am a very emotional person. So you telling me every time somebody hurts my feelings, it's okay for me to go cry?
You shouldn't let everything get to you anyway.
I mean, that's what you said. You want a guy that...
I mean, if that's what you need to do, it just doesn't make you less of a man. Now, if you crying because a man yell at you and you want to cry, I'm be like, all right, like, what's up?
But you just said it's okay for my feelings to be hurt.
If you're going through something, if you're feeling some hurt and some pain or some stress because, you know, you got a lot on your shoulders or some stuff that you went through in the past that you wasn't able to talk about and stuff like that, and you need to let it out, it's nothing wrong with doing that. And a woman has to be and create a safe haven for a man to be able to do so. And a lot of women don't, because they feel like you're a man. Like, what? You crying? Like, what is you doing?
Man up.
Yeah, like that's not.
I feel like some women, they want that, and then when you get it, it's like, like think about it. Do you really want that? Do you really want that?
A man that's tapped into his emotions? Yes.
No, you don't. You don't want that.
I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I need you crying every day. But when the
But what if he wants to cry? See, you're being a hypocrite now.
No.
What if he wants to cry every day? Does that make him less of a man?
Cry every day. No, listen. I'm saying when you feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders and you feel like I gotta break down, like it's hitting me, but instead you turn the sadness into anger. Right. All you're gonna do is take it out on me anyway.
No, I'm not.
Because now you're angry, or that's what creates. And to me, I might be wrong. I'm still young. I'm still learning. But that's what makes you want to go outside and get like away and a release, because you're not able to do it at home. I need to be the person that you feel safe with to be able to break down in those moments that you need to break down. Personally, this is personally. It might be women out here that don't want that. I like somebody that's tapped into their emotions. I'm not saying I need you to be the B-I-T-C-H.
Right.
It's a difference between just being a simp and just being a man that is going through some stuff and need to let it out. But because you're so hard and you heard all your life, you're not allowed to cry or you're not allowed to feel no type of sadness. Now you angry all the time or now you just closed off. This is what I'm saying. We got to see what works for you. I can't deal with somebody closed off. And if you are closed off, at least let me know that if you feel comfortable enough that you may let me in and we can work on this together. Like it's a difference.
But that's still being a hypocrite.
How?
Because I'm going to tell you how right now. Okay, hold on. Let me read these comments. Only one key said, if that's how you express yourself as a form of expression, okay? Brown Love said, crying cleanses you.
I am a big crier. I cry about everything.
And her name is Crybaby. That's what they call her.
Mind your business. Don't tell my business.
And it's okay for a woman. Miss Green, what do you think a man tapped into his emotions and how would you make him feel safe enough with you?
Which you?
She's asking me, how do I know?
What do you think of a man that's tapped into his emotions, and what would you do to make him feel safe enough with you?
I just feel like a man that's tapped into his emotions is a man, and I just feel like he kind of know his purpose. Like he's not scared. I feel like a man that creates that barrier is just afraid of being looked at as less than a man because he's tapped into his emotions. Honestly, to make a man feel comfortable to tap into his emotions, but you just got to show him different. Like first of all, you got to let him know it's okay. It's okay. I'm here. Right. It's all talk in the beginning until it's a moment where he showcases him being tapped into his emotions and how you handle it. And from there, he'll know, okay, this is a safe haven for me. Whether it be hold them. Sometimes because men are so hard, they don't even want you to say that. That's another thing. Women always want to talk. A lot of times, men do not want you to talk.
I take that back.
They really just want you to listen. Right. It ain't nothing that you could tell them to make them feel better than, oh, I'm here. Da, da, da. They know that already, but just listen to what they saying. You know when a man want a response, go over there, lay down and hold them and let them talk or sit up and let them, whatever it is, go sit by some water. Atmosphere means something like they'll know. I feel like y'all are men. I think y'all can agree that you'll know when you can feel safe and you know the woman that is like, no, I ain't even about to give her that. She ain't about to play with me.
Right.
So
only one key said, there's nothing more beautiful than a man that understands his emotions.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. I ain't gonna lie. This why I feel like I need to be with an older person. But then again, I'm not gonna. We'll get on that.
Hey, say it for me. We'll talk about that later.
We'll talk about that later.
Thank you.
A man that's tapped into himself is so beautiful and attractive. It's just something about it that's just like, it just stands out because all men are the same. And because all men are so hard and just closed off, it's like when you get a man that's willing to be open or even trying. A trying man is beautiful too, because like you said, some stuff I can't be mad at you if every female or your mom or if you grew up being a man in a household, you ain't never had no time to be weak anyway. You ain't never had time to show no emotion. 9 times out of 10, you probably fell into the drug world because you was young. There was nobody to take care of this and the third, so you had to make a way, and you ain't had time for emotions. You was in the streets, so now you on survival mode instead of a world of like emotion and love. So, but be willing to convert over if you have a person that is making you feel comfortable enough to do that.
Kia Rose said, feeling safe enough to be vulnerable is everything to me.
Mm-hmm. Because men sometimes don't make it comfortable for us to be vulnerable.
Hold on. First of all, we expect you to be vulnerable. So you can just bust out and cry anywhere you want, and I'm going to put my arms around you.
Some men don't like that. Some people don't like that. And see, that's what it means. That's when I say, like, I ask certain questions because I am a crier. Like, I'm very sensitive.
You are the biggest crybaby in the world.
That's a question. How do you handle, this is my act, how do you handle emotion? How do you handle a woman that is sensitive? Like, some people be like, what? No, don't. Man,
Hold on.
Don't
Let me read these questions real quick. Janine Coleman said, if you have to cry, then dealing with everyday life is hard. Brown Love, if we had more people tapped into the emotions, we would have so many people running around in the world acting and doing crazy things. I think she said we wouldn't have so many people. I apologize.
Yes, because people are acting out of anger and emotion that they don't let out. So what happens when you hold stuff in so much? Let's just say because we're speaking on relationships, you saying that you're not going to take it out on a female, right? Because I remember you was like, what? I wouldn't take it out on you. No, I'm not. But it's stuff that you can't help. If you bottling up this and you bottling up that and you bottling up that, now you didn't bottle up 100 things. A simple argument or her asking you something that might make you mad. Now you yelling and she looking like, damn, like all I asked was, did you want some chips? Like, then you're like, I want no chips. Do it look like I want some chips?
Yeah, do I look like I want some goddamn chips?
Whole
Stop
time,
playing with me.
You mad about some stuff that you going through, and because you're not talking to me now, it's a whole big thing over me asking you about a bag of chips. Y'all gotta talk about it.
Hey, Jamil05 said, I'm late, but I'm here. What's up, Mil? What's going on, baby?
Mil.
Miles. Brown Love said, this young lady is on fire.
They loving you.
They loving you, baby. Only one key said, wait, can you tell me what dating older men, dating older means? Let's talk about it now. So what does dating older mean to you?
Okay, so
First, tell them your age.
I'm 23.
23.
And I have to say that I have not met a person in my generation that could handle my mindset, my drive, my motives, my hustle, the way that I am as a woman, my requirements, and just certain things that I haven't yet. And I'm not saying that they're not out there. Came across a person that matches my level of maturity. So then I turn to older people, but that's where I'll be honest and say that's not easy either. You got to deal with, if you're dealing with an older man and you're younger, the first thing they're 9 times out of 10 are going to try to mold you into what they want you to be. Yep. They're going to try to pull the wool over your eyes every chance they get. Yep. And the hardest thing that I have faced, or not even hardest because I'm not really intimidated, but dealing with an older person that's already
intimidated.
You know, I'm not intimidated, but the hardest thing that I have is 2, but the first thing is dealing with somebody that's already established and you're not. So if I'm dealing with a 32-year-old, he has a house and a car and he's in his business career and, you know, his finances are where they are. I'm 23. I'm in school. You know, I hustle. I pay for school. You know, I work a job. But in the reality, I'm not as established as they're going to be. And it's kind of intimidating a little bit. Like I live with my mom and dad and I have no issue with that. But dealing with a 30-year-old, they can't come over and stay the night. Like, you know, or they wouldn't want to because I'm living like, you know, so it's just certain stuff that's a little intimidating that does become hard. And then like the other portion of it, and I guess it just depends on how you are as a woman. I'm 23. I can't do, as a 23-year-old, I can't do what a 30-year-old woman can do for you. And we're not even talking about sexually, but just wisdom wise and, you know, everything that I can't compare to a 30-year-old, or you 30, so you might go get a 37-year-old, and I can't. So those are the 2. It has its cons dealing with
pros and cons.
Pros and cons dealing with an older person. But then you got that older person that's like, I know I'm dealing with a young person. Right. You want to know what attracts me to you is that you got a vision and you working towards it. Everything I want is in play. It's in motion. I got a vision board, and I'm checking everything off one by one. And that attracts older people. And you got them people that's like, what, you in your mom and dad crib? Like, what you doing? Is you doing all the right stuff? Is you saving this, that, and the third? Right. So, you know, it really depends on what kind of older person you get and how supportive that they are in the journey that you are in. Like, you know, if you're the 22-year-old that's just partying every day and you living with your mom and dad and you not on nothing, it's just like, you know, but so it has its pros and its cons. But a younger person is just like, they on the same stuff. They want vagina. They don't really know.
The JJ.
Yeah, like, and that's another thing. I have like age requirements. If I'm dealing with somebody 23, 24, 25. Your requirements as me dealing with a 30-year-old ain't going to be the same requirements as being 25. My only requirement from 23 to 25 is to have a car. What is you doing that you don't have no car? That you couldn't save? I'm for real. Like, why you couldn't save to get a car? But I don't expect you to have it all together, have a house, because I feel like your 20s is full of trial and error. From 20 to 29. I don't care if you turn 30 tomorrow, full of trial and error. So you living and you learning too. So I don't expect you to have it all together, but
let me read these comments real quick. And I don't expect you to hold it all together. We're gonna stop right there. Heather Jenkins says, she is right. Men, most of them, have been taught to be rock, be firm, stand strong, and show no emotion. That's right. They have lived for years with walls to defend their hearts. Heather Jenkins also said, when they begin to peel the onion of self and look at the man in the mirror to address what was taught and the life they have lived, as baby girl said, and love themselves. Heather Jenkins also said, then they may be open to trust someone with their innermost parts of them, their heart. Sabria Monet said, very well spoken. Bria, what's up, baby? Sabria Monet. What's going on? Ms. Green said, age isn't equivalent to mental age. Has nothing to do with it. Yes, they can be more seasoned. I disagree with that 100%. I don't want
comment one more time.
Age isn't equivalent to mental age. Has nothing to do with it. Yes, they have to be more seasoned. I'm gonna tell you why I disagree with that in 1 second. Only one case said, I don't want to date men that been in a relationship with someone more than 5 years. They've been still involved. I'm cool. LOL. India
I actually
Tillman,
look at that. That's important. If a man can hold a long term, why would I? If you didn't have 6 relationships, well, who the problem? If you've had a long term relationship,
no.
I feel like if you've had a long term relationship, that's like a good sign to me.
Yeah.
India Tillman says, I love talking to older people, but it's always about the mindset. Okay, let me address this real quick. Ms. Green. Life is all about experience. If you're 22, 21, what do you really know? You could be mature for your age, but you haven't experienced jack crap yet. And even if you have experienced a lot, you still got a long way to go. So your mental capacity can be great, but that doesn't. The life experience teaches you everything. You learn.
You're still learning.
Exactly. You have so much still to learn. So if you're 31 and 21, the mindset is not going to be the same.
Totally
you
different.
You can be
you can be 30
for your age,
and you could be 30 and immature, but you're still more experienced.
You're still, even if you're immature at 40, you still have so much life experience, so you couldn't even compare the mental capacity up. You can compare it. You couldn't, the 21-year-old and the 40-year-old, there's still going to be a very, very, very huge difference. What else was I? Oh, I don't date men. That's been okay. So if a man has been in a relationship for 5 years, right? They had a long relationship. So, but then you have somebody that dated somebody for a year, 6 times. You're telling me that the guy that had the relationship 5 years is more important to you, or you would look at in a different light than a person that was dating for 1 year 5 times?
No, I kind of get what you're saying. I think that I would look at the person that's dating as they know their worth and they know what they know what they want. Like I don't think so. Me, I don't mind dating, and I could date 12 people in a year, because the reality is, like, if you know self-love and self-worth, I don't like you no more.
There you go.
When you cross certain boundaries, and because I lay all my deal breakers and boundaries and my requirements on the line from the beginning.
Right.
So when you cross one, some of them are fixable. It's some of them, and I lay that on the line too. Like, I can get over this. I can't get over that. So if you do something that I can't get over, I'm on to the next. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. You don't have to have sex with all 12 people that you dated this year, but I don't think it's nothing wrong. I like a man that knows his worth.
So that's to piggyback off what you're saying. So what I'm saying is, if this guy dated you for a year and he said, you know what, listen, I like you. You're a nice person. You're not my speed. You're not for me. So I'm going to respectfully tell you the truth and say, I'm not going to waste your time, and I'm definitely not going to waste my time. I'm going on to the next. We can still be friends, but I'm going on to the next.
A man and a woman
did that 5 times. They cannot be best friends. I mean, you can be cordial with each other. I see you. Hey, what's going on?
Oh, okay.
But they can't be best friends. That's just my opinion. Kia Rose said, tell them they life experience. Yeah, that's what she said. She said, tell them they. Only One Key said, you can't say that you don't know that. Only One Key. You're stereotyping people now based off of age. It's not stereotype. It is a known fact that if you live long, you experience stuff. That you cannot go 365 days, 31 times, and not experience it. I am not stereotyping. I'm simply saying that you have life experience. That is not a stereotype.
That is a fact. That's like if you're a parent.
That is a fact.
Yeah, if you're a parent and your daughter is 15 and she's doing stuff, and let's say you're 40, what's the first thing you're going to say? Like, you going to let her know, like, you only 15. You don't know nothing yet. Like, you more experienced than your 15-year-old daughter. That doesn't mean your 15-year-old daughter isn't mature, but she's definitely not as experienced as you are.
There you go. Only One Key said, everyone should live that life as a student. I agree. So you're learning every day. You should learn something every day.
First of all, the only thing that makes a teacher a great teacher is when they're still willing to learn too.
Ooh,
there you go.
Let's get it, baby. That's going to be my Facebook stat tomorrow. I'm not going to tell nobody I got it from you. I'm just going to say, oh, you know what? I'm so smart. This is what I'm saying for my Facebook stat. Oh, snap. We're recording. My bad. I can't use it now.
No, you got to be willing to learn every day. You got to be willing to take in, a 15-year-old could teach a 40-year-old something.
Yeah, I agree. Especially how to use an iPad when it's time for the show and you're trying to get onto the show on the iPad so you can read the comments and you don't know how to do it. That 23-year-old can teach you. I'm just saying. All right, so let's see. What is next? Where am I going? Do you have a significant other right now?
I'm dating.
You are dating. Interesting. So you mentioned that you was raised by your mother and your father. So do you feel as though that has been helpful, like when you look at your girlfriends that don't have their father in their life and then you having your father in your life?
I say this all the time. I say that if you take a girl that only has her mom and no dad, or only has her dad and no mom, or the people that has mom and dad, but it was a broken home, so they're co-parenting. You got 2 different rules and 2 different households. Having my mom and dad around has helped me tremendously into the woman that I am. My mom taught me to be that nurturing woman, how to be a woman, how to, go after everything it is that I want. Just all the traits of a woman. And my dad was there to teach me how I want to be treated. But one thing I can commend for my dad was a lot of dads mess up with just telling their daughters how they want to be treated, but never teach them how to treat the right man as well. So a combination of them both, I took what my mom taught me, and I took what my father taught me, and combined them together, and I think I'm pretty decent.
What the heck? Are you serious? Only One Key said that's not a scientific fact. That's a personal opinion. First of all, I never said it was scientifically proven. I said it's a fact that as you as you live, you experience stuff. If you only experience that on Thursday, I woke up, I used my toothpaste, and I like this toothpaste, that is an experience. You just experienced that, hey, I like Crest. Or somebody brings a dumbass black toothpaste home called Hello. You wake up this morning on Friday and you try this toothpaste, this black nasty toothpaste called Hello. And
are you speaking from experience?
I'm speaking from experience. And you look at
so
your
now
seat
you can
after
tell
using-
somebody else like, hey, I think you should use the Crest instead of this because I experienced.
So it is a fact that as you live, you experience something. Even if you just walk out your door and get into your car, that is an experience. You're driving to work. That is an experience. The light turned red, the light turned yellow, you try to speed through, you get into an accident. That is an experience.
Now you're going to tell somebody like, hey, I think you should just...
Everything is an experience.
Every moment that you have... number one, thank God that you are alive. You should pray when you wake up every morning. That is something that I've just recently started. I pray and thank God that, hey, I woke up this morning to experience something. Whatever it may be, every day that you open your eyes, it is an experience. Everything is an experience. Everything that you do is an experience. That is not a scientific fact. It is not, in my opinion, it is just a fact of life. Experience.
There you go.
And I'm done with you, only Key. What matter of fact, why don't you call in, Miss Key? What's the number, Murder? What's the number? Matter of fact, we don't have time. It is 9:21.
We don't have time. That's for another show.
That's for another show. Matter of fact, Miss Danae Saber. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say Saber.
Yeah, like,
it's called Saber. Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
Princess Heart. Princess Heart. There we go. Miss Princess Heart. Okay, so if anybody would like to contact you or talk to you and get some views and your opinion, because I'm going to talk you into having your own podcast, because you have a lot of views and a lot of opinions that children your age would definitely be interested in, and we didn't even have enough time to go over everything. So hopefully one day the managers will have you come back any day at your convenience, and you I will talk to the managers and they can reach out to you and do things through the proper channels. And please make sure you respond to the email on time, and please make sure you send your picture for the on time, because you spend it on the last minute, you didn't respond, then I'm getting in trouble. Didn't respond. Like, come on, man, can you respond to email? Okay,
Right.
so tell everybody how they can reach you if you want to be reached. Tell anybody any last thoughts that you have, and make it quick because it's 9:22.
Yes.
Okay, you can reach me at my Instagram is Danaya, DANAYAHHH. I just want to say, definitely, ladies and gentlemen, definitely just self-reflect all the time. Get to know yourself. Love yourself first. Can't love nobody if you don't love yourself, and you're not gonna know how to accept real love either, or identify what real loves look like to you until you love yourself. So,
and this is for another show. I 100% disagree with that. Let's talk about that.
That's
I really
show.
want to talk about that. So you're saying
You think
that
you
if I don't love me, I can't know what love is? Is that what you're
I
saying?
didn't say you don't.
And
You
that I
can't know what love is.
you?
You might know what love is, but
I can't love you if I don't love me?
No.
All right, we'll talk about that. That's another show.
Yeah, that's another show.
That is a saying that people use all the time, and I just disagree with it. So we'll talk
Always
about that.
go after what you want. The quote of the day was very powerful. Go after what you want. Don't wait for it. If you want something,
right.
go get it. And yeah.
And India Tillman said, "Yup, mom. Shout out to the big sis. Love y'all. Okay, shout out big sis. Tania, 1010 Tillman. Little sis says shout out. All right. What else? All right, Murder, you up, baby?
We about to hit these advertise. If you would like to advertise your business with us, you may send your business commercial. Maximum 20 seconds. 20 seconds. That's it. The management at podcast4horsemen@gmail.com. Advertising fee is $30 per commercial. We will highlight your business commercial on our live and add it to our stories, Facebook, Instagram. Payments may be made via Cash App at $4horsemen at... Oh, my bad. $4horsemen podcast. And yeah. make sure you had that $30, all right?
And look at the bottom. All our business highlights are there.
Yes.
Not just desserts. Beyond expectation.
Sky's
House of
the
Glory.
limit.
We're all right here, baby.
We here, baby.
I would like to give a shout out to Shelly Shell. She's having an event
Yes.
today at Miller's Ale House
Yes, we
on
will be
Saturday.
there. 4 Horsemen will be there Saturday. Talking about relationships.
I don't even know what we're gonna be talking about.
We talking about
but we
something.
talking about it. Come holler at us. You know what I'm saying?
And also we'll be live behind the scenes.
Live behind the scenes.
Yes, sir.
Are we missing anything?
No. Anybody want to give a shout out to anybody?
You want to give any shout outs, Miss Danae? I mean, Miss Princess?
To your special friend.
Yeah.
Skill bills all the way.
Skill Bills. I don't know what that means, but Skill Bills.
Me,
anyway,
let's go with the flow.
Shout out to my mom for being an amazing
shout
mom.
out to mom for being amazing.
Teaching me
Shout
how
out
to
to
be
mom.
a woman. And shout
Teaching
out
her how
to
to
my
be a
dad.
woman.
Shout out to
For
Dad
being an
Dukes.
Daddy
amazing
Dukes.
father. It's a lot of women that don't get the experience having their dad around, and then being an amazing dad at that. Shout out to all my annoying siblings that I love so much. Y'all teach me every day too, from the youngest to the oldest, and that's it. Oh my gosh! Shout out to my best friend. I went through some stuff, and she came and she definitely helped put me back together. I love her so much. We in this for life.
All right. I want to shout out everybody out there. Thank you for tuning in. Shout out to my baby kid. Thank you for the comments and everything, you know. Shout out to everybody, you know. See y'all next Tuesday, 8 o'clock. You already know Philly4 Horsemen.
If y'all want to be on the show, reach out to any of those platforms that he gave you.
Yes.
All right, y'all ready? I know you know. You better know. You better know.
She ain't no stranger.
Oh, all right. Oh, but y'all remember that? Oh, all right.
Yeah.
All right, we out of here, man. Come on.
All right,
1, 2, 3. Woo!
We out of here, y'all.